This is Michael Smith. I'm recording my video reflection for WASC, or Washington Association of Student Councils. Washington Association, or WASC, whatever, is it's a conference of high school and leadership programs in high schools around Washington State that come together just to provide an outlet for sharing ideas and activities to bring the community inside of high schools together and just increase that camaraderie and that community feeling. Uh, it was October 14th through the 16th. What you do is what I did was I got in a bus and we drove hours all the way to Yakima to West Valley High School. And all around Yakima and that area was where like host homes where students would stay. I was lucky enough to end up in the host home with 22 other people, which wasn't supposed to happen. There was a last minute emergency or something and it was ridiculous. I had to shower at night because otherwise, shower cold or don't shower at all in the morning. But yeah, it was crazy. It was a lot of fun though. Here I have a little booklet to show that I was there. It's a WASC 2011 blasting off taking action. This was from one of the many different little things that we did. This is just like from one school. I don't know, what school did it say it was from? Did it say it was from a school? Yes, Cascade High School. This one is talking about staff and student recognition, unification, has some ideas, faculty breakfast, staff infection, get to know your staff, blah blah, tricky fast. Anyway, that's important. Other than just showing that I was there, they also they give you a badge. It's a lot like the leadership camp badge. Only difference is leadership camp doesn't have honor council. Honor council means that last year, due to the outstanding performance or outstanding qualifications of that school, we are placed on the honor council, and we receive a plaque with stuff in it, with just like this really cool like certificate. But pretty much it's just because of the work that has already been done, and so we represent everyone who has gone through and who will go through, representing Sumner High School. And this is all part of my job as activities coordinator for Sumner High School, which is my CAS project. It takes place over time. It's the whole year, and I plan activities. I represent Sumner High School, um, and and incorporates action, service, all service, action, and creativity. Um, at WASC, I met these goals: increase awareness of my strengths and areas for growth. Again, it's just a conference for sharing of activities and ideas. Um, I didn't present personally. That those little ribbons on my badge would have been presenter. A couple of us were presenters, and there were three. But just by watching and gathering information and talking and interacting with the other leadership programs, I strengths, for example, Sumner High School leadership. I felt so sheltered because of all like the high schools that weren't really bought into the whole leadership thing, and it's sad to see just so many people that were there not because they wanted to lead and serve, but because they thought they thought it was a popularity contest and stuff like that. But also areas for growth. There were good examples of leadership schools there, and that was also awesome to see different places of reaching, like the Cascade High School flyer that I just showed you that they gave out during one of the seminars. Oh, they also gave me this. That's really cool. I totally forgot I had this. Um, it's a bracelet from a seminar that's every Monday matters. It says "You Matter" on it, because it's just talking about how every Monday you should show up refreshed and just as powerful. I mean, because Mondays suck. Let's be honest. Monday is the beginning of the work week, beginning of school week. They're horrible, but you should show up with 100%, 150%, Is just one of those seminars. Areas for growth. I hate Mondays. I really do. Um, that was just an example. Undertaking new challenges. It was really weird sleeping like literally like inches away from other people in the living room floor, and it was really cold too. Um, it's just really uncomfortable, but it was cool getting to know these people, meeting people that I've never met in my life. I might never see again, but just being real, like being a good example, which is really hard when everyone else isn't there for the same reasons that you are. But it's part of the growing process, part of the developing new skills, and working collaboratively with others. I worked with other people from my school, um, just to be an example and to just model what we're about. During one of the dances, there was some sketchy behavior going on, and we had actually 3 or 4 teachers from our school going that were there. Um, and Mrs. Slater, one of my favorite teachers, was up there, and all of a sudden we just see like I'm with a bunch of my friends. We just see her walking across because there's like a balcony thing. And the DJ was at the top of the balcony, and we just see Mrs. Slater just walking around with like this, like how dare you play this music? Because they were playing really inappropriate music that wasn't censored. It was the first time they hired that DJ, definitely the last time too, because it was just completely inappropriate. Uh, it was hilarious though to see Mrs. Slater just be so assertive. It was great. But yeah, we were working together. Sort of checks and balances thing. We were all like, cause the dance was going on, and we were all like just making sure that we weren't getting involved in everything. We sat at the tables like sort of on the outskirts of, like, well, actually, completely away from the dance group because it was just bad. Um, Engaged with issues of global importance. Um, well, the whole leadership deal, the whole servant leadership, serving others, building influence. It happens on a global scale all the time. I mean, the greatest servant leaders in the world, Mother Teresa, Gandhi, Jesus, they were all issued. They all affected the world. And so, servant leadership really is an issue of global importance, in my opinion. If you disagree, though, that's hey, but that's just me. Consider ethical implications. Really, it's really unethical to show up to something and not support what you're about and not be there to represent who you really are, and what you're really about. And I think Sumner High School did that weekend. We really did. I don't believe other high schools did, but again, to each his own. That's not my place to judge. But it was bad. It was a bad weekend. I didn't like it at all. But hey, develop new skills. I already talked about that. Yeah, yeah, it was a bad weekend. But hey, now that I got that out of the way, it was fun. Like the bus ride was fun. There were some kids from Auburn Mountain View that actually know some people that I know because I know a lot of people at Auburn Mountain View, but none of the leadership kids. So it was cool. I actually hang out with Scott Ohashi now, which is fun. He's a good guy. Uh, it's just not my cup of tea. Wask was Wask. We don't like Wask, but hey, it's a good idea, good intention. I hope it grows into something that'll be a lot better. I'm very proud of my high school. I'm very proud of what we're able to accomplish there, and uh, yeah, it was great. That part was great. All right.